What's up, everybody? Hey, it's Saturday night. It is 10:09 or 10. That's the wrong time. It's set a couple minutes early or fast. Just got done with my day. Actually, I got done about 25 minutes ago. Shut down a little bit early tonight, only because. Let me take these off. You're probably getting a glare. Only because I'm going through the Donner Pass and on my way back to McCarran, and I'm not sure where else I'd be able to stop other than where I stopped. I'm sure if I got to the summit, which I think I had enough time, like I said, I shut down a little early. I shut down at, let's see, what time did I shut down at? 13 hours and 33 minutes and 30 seconds. So I shut down a little early. Anybody else agree with that? Is that early to anybody but me? I don't know. I mean, like I said, I push it to the 14-hour all the time. So I figured I would shut down a few minutes early tonight. Good day today. Last night I left you. I was at a store, overnighting in a store in Sacramento. So the dispatch called for me to go to McCarran. And as I get to McCarran, I got my dispatch, and I had an ETD of 1300. So I started my day at 8:05 this morning with an ETD out of McCarran for 1300. Now, it's about 165, 170 miles from the store to McCarran. So that's a good 3 hours of driving through the mountain pass. And then get to McCarran. Parked my trailer. So I got the drop, well, the arrival drop in McCarran. That's what I got for my activity, plus the mileage. And then we have to have our meal. I've said this before. We have to have our meal by the 5th hour, or start it by the 5th hour. And if you're going to go over 12 hours in a day, you have to have a second meal, and it has to be started or finished, completed, started by the 10th hour. So I decided to take my meal while I'm there. And during my meal, took a much needed shower, try to get showers in. Sometimes I can't because I stop at a store like I did last night. And so in reality, you know, what work am I doing that's going to sweat it up? I got the AC blowing. Yeah, it's 100 plus degrees outside, but it's a nice chilly 62 or something like that in here. It's not like I'm sweating bullets in here. And I change all my clothes daily, so change my socks, change my underclothes, change my uniform. I've got enough in the closet right behind me and in my bag that I just change outfits, throw on some more deodorant. And then when I get to the DC, I can take the shower. I don't go to truck stops and take showers. We have our showers at our DCs. So if I need to get into a DC, I just pull into a DC, either Sacramento, Red Bluff, or McCarran, and get my shower on. Felt good. It actually refreshed me. I mean, 3 hours into your day or whatever, 3.5 hours into your day, you're taking a shower, and now you're refreshed for the rest of the day. So that's why I'm like still pumped. And it might be because, and nobody sponsored this, because of my Rockstar Punch that I'm drinking. So, Rockstar Punch. I used to drink another drink. It used to be green, but I've switched to Rockstar because the other company stopped making the punched that I liked. So I went to this one because it's got a fruit punch taste. Anyway, so from McCarran, the dispatch was a 3-stopper, and I went from McCarran to Vacaville, California. And there's 2 stores there, 2 neighborhood markets. Both of them I've been to before, very familiar with them. Not a problem getting in, getting out, because like I said, I've been to both of the stores a couple times already. So I'm very familiar with where they're at and how the process works there. So I had 6 pallets for the first store in Vacaville and 7 pallets for the second store. And then my third stop was to those are neighborhood markets, to a bigger Walmart supercenter, and it's had 14 pallets for them. I was really impressed with that one. That was in, and I always say it wrong, so it's Suisun City, and it's out by Fairfield, California. And I was very impressed with this team. This team had it like nails. I walked in, they knew I was there. They opened the door after I backed up, and I came in and I cracked the seal, opened the door for them. I don't know why I'm cracking the seal. I'm gonna have to ask that question. I put the seals on, I get that, but shouldn't somebody be verifying the seal besides me? I don't know. Just something doesn't seem right there. Anyway, I'm gonna call the mentor on that one. So I get there, and they got like 4 people ready to offload me. 2 with power jacks and 2 with manual jacks. That's that, and they were just boom, 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 taking them off, taking them and coming right back. So it didn't take very long to get out of there. And then obviously it's Saturday, people get on the road. It was a little bit of traffic getting to Vacaville, and of course leaving that whole area. There was traffic leaving that area. And I've already done a segment on this or talked about it in other videos. Watch my other videos. But people need to learn how to merge. I'm going to keep saying it. People need to learn how to merge. Know your roads. I know exactly where I'm at, and I don't even live there. Know how to merge. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at today. Then I got back on road, and I'm like, God, how far can I get? You know, I need to get back as far as I can, and I'm looking at the time going, I'm not going to make it all the way, because from that store in Suisun City, it was 195 miles back to McCarran, and I wasn't leaving there until almost 7:30 p.m. And like I said, I started up at 8:05 this morning, so I had to shut down no later than 10:05, and I'm leaving at 7:30. So it gives me basically 2.5 hours to go 200 miles. Can I say I didn't do it? I didn't do it. So how far did I go? I don't know. I went pretty far. Let's see. I've got 82 miles left. So I went 110, 120 miles, somewhere right around there. 110. Let's call it 110, just to round it down. Keep in mind, it's nighttime. It's the pass. There's traffic. There was traffic in Vacaville. There was traffic in Dixon. There was traffic in Davis, and which slowed me down. I could have got further if that traffic wasn't there. It was bumper to bumper, slowing us down. Then it would open up a little bit. Then it would slow down again because people can't merge. It's a false sense of security. People start going fast. Not me, because I just kind of cruised along, and I knew that it was going to slow down again. I just knew it was. And so, but I'm watching everybody else, and they're speeding, and then brake light, more brake lights everywhere, brake lights, because they think it's just going to open up and the floodgates are going to be there. It doesn't happen because people don't know how to merge. Anyway, so I got to the exit. It's Nyack Road exit along the Donner Pass. I hate putting my name. I put my exact location out, but doors are locked and I can take care of myself. But yeah. So I was hoping, I was praying. I've never stopped here actually. I passed here a lot, but I wasn't sure how many other truckers were going to be stopped here. I always see trucks in here, and I figured it was going to be packed by now. It's a Saturday night, and most people would be shut down, at least for their 34 or whatever. I don't know. But to my surprise, I got front row parking. And when I say front row parking, I don't know how exactly this lot is set up, but there's a front row, and there's about 8 to 10 of us along the front row, and then there's some in the back equal to the amount that we have here, and there's actual lanes painted to park across from the shell here. So this is a normal truck area, truck stop along the route, especially during the winter, I'm sure. And I know my previous company, we used this exit as a meetup point during inclement weather. The folks from Reno would bring the loads here, and the folks from the Central Valley would bring their loads, and they would swap the loads here in Nyack and on this Nyack Road, and then the Reno driver would return to Reno, and the Central Valley driver would return to the valley. And that, because of the slowdown of the inclement weather, the chaining and the driving, this was a good meetup point for them. So that's what they did. So that's about as far as I got. So I'm going to sum it up in all. So today, with all of my driving and everything else, I ended up getting 488 miles in. I was trying to go 12 more miles. 12 more miles and I would have had the 500. That's twice this week that I've got 488 exactly. I did that today, and I did it again previously on Thursday. It was 488 as well. The difference between Thursday's 488 and today's 488 is all my mileage is at weekend mileage rate, which I talked about in my video last weekend, but it ups the ante as far as cents per mile. Then I also had more activity with this one. I had 3 stores. So I had an arrive drop in McCarran, a hook in McCarran. Then I had an arrive at the first store, a live unload at the first store, a stop at the second store, a live unload at the second store, stop at the third store, live unload at the third store, and then the layover and any wait time that I have. So I looked it up, and it came out to $456 for the day. Pretty good day. Very happy with it. So my topic tonight, I'm pumped up. So I am a subscriber to bright lights on my motorcycle. They're very, very bright, and I have a lot of lights. I told you that before. My goodness. I'm not advocating for a change or a law that says that we need to return to those dull kind of lights that we all had before. These bright white LED lights came out that really just glare white light at everybody. But I'll be the first one to sign something if somebody starts it, because wow, those things get bright. The bright white lights, they're in your mirror, they're coming at you, you can't see, they're pointed straight up. I think, I don't know how they have them set up and why they're so bright that they're blinding to the drivers going the opposite direction. I mean, literally blinding. Or because it's so dark through the mountain pass. Are people driving with their bright lights on? Not just their bright whites, but their bright white lights. You know, the high beams? You know, that little lever on your steering column that says, and then protrudes displays a light on the dash that's blue? Do they have those on and don't know, hey, there's oncoming traffic from the opposite direction, I should probably dim them back down? Sorry, I keep looking around. There's a lot to look around. But yeah, guys, you know, again, I'm not saying you shouldn't have the bright white lights, but I think there's got to be a limit to the lights. And if you're going through the mountains, you need to make sure that your brights are off, your high beams are on low when you're coming towards other traffic opposite direction. You think, oh, they're way over there on the other side, they can't, it won't affect them. I need to see where I'm going. Believe me, you dim them down, you can still see. How about slow down? If you're having a hard time seeing the road, slow down. You don't have to drive with your brights on or your high beams on. Now, do I put my high beams on in the truck? Yeah. When I know I don't have any opposing traffic going the opposite direction, and when I'm not directly behind somebody. Directly behind somebody and you're keeping your brights on. Why? Now these big rigs have lights all around them. Okay, I got lights up top. I got lights on the side. I got lights on my step. Lights behind on my sleeper. Lights middle of my trailer. Lights on the side and back part of my trailer called marker lights. Then I got my brake lights, my tail lights, and I got 3 ID lights and 2 other lights, because I'm hauling a reefer, 2 other lights on the upper corners, also marker lights, up top, clearance lights. You can see me. Now, some other trucks, man, they're lit up, aren't they? They're like a Christmas tree. But drive with your lights on, turn off the high beams when you don't need them, and when you don't have people coming at you or you're right behind people. As far as those bright white lights go, I can't fault anybody for wanting to have a brighter viewing point of view. But man, those things are bright. If you think they're blinding, leave me a comment. Like, subscribe, share, and to Coco, be safe, man. Get with your mentor, ask as many questions as you can. He sent me a message. He just passed onboarding for Walmart. Congratulations. Welcome aboard, and you'll enjoy it. You'll enjoy it. All right. So, this is Phil from Walmart, Right Lane Truckin'. And yes, I'm still pumped up. I don't know if I'm going to sleep right away. I got to force it to go to sleep. I'm going to go walk around or something. I don't know. All right. So, enjoy your night. Be safe. And I'll talk to you tomorrow. Good night.